What do you do, YouTube? It's your boy RJ, and I'm back with another video for y'all. Now, we're going to be reviewing Superman. Yep, I went and saw it, and I'm just going to be letting y'all know how I feel about it, you feel me? What I like, dislike, and, you know, what my thoughts is for the future of DC, you feel me? So, without further ado, hit the like button, first of all. We're on the way to 2K subscribers, you feel me? Follow me on social media, you know, TikTok, Instagram, all of that jazz, you feel me? So, help support the channel. Free things you can do. So, without further ado, let's just get into it. So, my expectations coming into this movie, I had high hopes. You know, based on the trailer, I was just like, okay, James understands what he needs to do with Superman, because Man of Steel really like warped a lot of people's minds of what Superman is and who he is really about and what he's really like. Because I just feel like Zack, that's why I said I can't forgive Zack Snyder for what he did. Like, he really didn't do Superman justice with Man of Steel. But coming into this, I had high expectations. And honestly, overall, I think James delivered. I think he definitely delivered, and he showed everybody what Superman is truly about. Now, I would talk about the things that I liked about this movie. I like David Cornsworth as Superman. Let me just get the obvious out the way. He did a great job as Superman to me. Like, he really is Superman. When I look at him, you know, and the lines he was delivering and the way he was acting and all that, like, he's Superman. Now, I still don't like the suit. Let me make that clear. The suit, I am still not a fan of. I feel like they could have went the New 52 route. You know what I'm saying? I know the suit is from the comics, of course, but me personally, I'm just not a fan of the suit. I'm just not. Hopefully he gets another one. Maybe not, but or maybe an upgraded version or something. But yeah, overall though, David Cornsworth as Superman, he killed it. Yeah, he definitely killed it. He carried this movie because he was in every scene, every important scene, emotional scene. Like, James definitely gave you Superman in this. Also, a character that stole the show, and I definitely got to talk about this, was Mr. Terrific. Oh my God! Man, oh my goodness. Mr. Terrific was dope, my God. Like, wow. Like, James really put respect on his name. Because, I mean, as comic fans, you know, if you're fans of comic books and pop culture, we know who Mr. Terrific is. You feel me? If you got good ball knowledge. We know who he is, but the masses don't know. I know he appeared in the CW probably, I think, or something like that. But I always knew Mr. Terrific was dope. But James nailed it with him, bro. Like, he stole the show for me. Every scene he was in, I was just interested in what he had going on. Now, he had a little, you know, he kind of had a little black swag to him, and I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. Like, it didn't bother me because, you know, some movies, being black, they might jive it up a little bit. But nah, I didn't feel that way. I thought he killed it, bro. Like, the actor, you know, I know he was in X-Men First Class, so this is definitely a redemption for him. So yeah, I'm glad he took this role because he was ore farming the whole time. Like, outfit was clean, like, just everything. Mr. Terrific was just fire, bro. Guy Gardner as well. Guy Gardner, I definitely liked. I thought Nathan Fillion did a great job. You know what I'm saying? Like, he really embodied Guy Gardner just being cocky, being an a-hole, just kind of not, you know, going about it, whatever, this, that, and the third. Hey, I'm here. You feel me? You got me, you know, so I really enjoyed Guy Gardner. Hawk Girl was kind of like, she was there, but, you know, I didn't really have any thoughts about her because she was all right, I guess. But Mr. Terrific definitely stole the show. Like, he was amazing. Also, I will say I did like Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor. Now, I think the Lex Luthor from Superman and Lois, I thought he did a little bit of a better job, but I'm not mad at the version of Nicholas Hoult portrayed. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely better than what we got in the past with freaking Eisenberg. Like, that was just horrible. But yeah, I definitely like Lex was, man, they definitely, like, I'm glad they showed how much of a hater he is, because he is a hater boy, for real. But yeah, also I did enjoy the emotional moments in this movie. I thought they really humanized Superman, and I'm sure that's what James was definitely going for. I definitely felt, you know, the score too. I thought the score was amazing. You know, it was kind of like a play on John Williams, but a little bit slower and more dramatic. So I definitely like that. I definitely love, of course, the tone. The tone definitely what a Superman movie should be. Because some people were saying, I saw some people saying, oh, it's too bright, oh, it's too corny, oh, it's too... I'm just like, that Superman, dumb. Superman is literally supposed to be bright, corny, Boy Scout. Like, that's him. That's what I said, bro. Man of Steel really, and Zack, they really warped a lot of people's minds. But that is what Superman is supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? I love the fact that they showed, you know, Metropolis and, you know, him saving people while fighting, and you know, the people, like, I love that the American people and other country, you know, the people overall were just involved and they showed shots of him interacting with. So I definitely appreciate that. I definitely appreciate that. Now, let me get into some of my criticisms that I have. I will say I did kind of feel at certain points that James kind of had his hands full a little bit too much. I could kind of tell, like, the pressure was on with this movie. I could tell he was kind of struggling, trying to juggle certain things. Also, I felt like Lois Lane, I was not a big fan of Lois Lane in this. You know, I know a lot of people love their chemistry, and I know James said they tested well the most, you know, those two, the chemistry between, you know, David and the actress who played her. But I just, the whole time, I'm just like, I'm not getting Lois from this. Like, I'm just not, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that ain't no gripe to the actress who portrayed her, but I don't know, I just wasn't getting Lois from this movie. So yeah, I don't know, I just couldn't get behind that. Also, I feel like they kind of rushed certain parts of this movie in terms of Lex having a pocket dimension, just Metamorpho casually showing up, you know, because I thought it was going to be more kind of backstory to him getting there, but no, he just randomly popped up, which I was like, nah, writing wise, I just, you know, he, when they explained the kryptonite scene and Lex was like, oh, don't worry about that, I got a solution, and it was Metamorpho. So I just feel like they didn't dive into him enough being there. Also, I will say, I did not like the twist with Clark's parents. I'm sure this is probably canon. I don't think James might not go back on that, but the fact that he made the Kryptonians from Krypton Viltrumites, like, you know, them coming and saying, oh yeah, we want you to take over Earth. Like, we don't want you to congratulate with the earthly people. Like, no, we want you to take over. So I was just like, I don't know, James, I'm not really feeling that one. I thought that was a little out there. I can also say it definitely gave Superman some character development, you feel me? Because he's like, no, I'm gonna choose to do this instead of what they want to do. But yeah, I thought it was just weird a little bit, because I'm just like, I don't remember, you know, Clark's parents and comics and all of that ever really saying that, but I get why he made a twist on it, you know. Also, what I did not like, I will say, I'm not mad at the political elements in this movie because Superman does get into political affairs, but at the same time, I feel like it could have been done a little bit better, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not mad at it being there, but I just thought the execution behind the political elements, it could have been done just a little bit better. But, well, I can't say I didn't like this because I liked it, but I think the execution behind this was a little shaky. Supergirl's cameo. I thought they could have put that as a post-credit scene instead of just saying, oh, you know, Kara, It's just like, oh, okay, there's Supergirl. Well, she looked good, by the way. But I just feel like they could have did that better in the post-credit scene. Maybe Clark is talking to Lois or whatever, and he's like, you know, this is my cousin, Kara. You know, I have somebody I want you to meet, you know. So I feel like that could have been the way they did it, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe Clark is handling some villains or something like that, and, you know, I don't know, you see like a laser beam shoot down the gun or something, and the car is standing there. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they could have did it a little bit better doing that, but that's a small complaint right there. But yeah, I mean, overall though, I definitely enjoyed this. Like I said, I am definitely happy. The direction that DC is going, and James Gunn we trust, you know, he definitely knows what he's doing. He definitely knows what he's doing, and I'm excited to what he has coming up, because Supergirl next year gonna be great. I have good expectations for that. Lanterns, I can't wait for that, because I've always liked Green Lantern lore and stuff like that. So Green Lantern, I can't wait for his movie. And of course, y'all know my favorite hero is Batman. I love Batman, and I can't wait for more news on that. You know, who they gonna cast and stuff like that. Alan Richardson is my favorite, but hey, I'm just saying, I'll give this movie an A. I would give this movie an A. I really enjoyed this movie. Like, I really would go see it again, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I enjoyed it, you know what I'm saying? I hope y'all felt the same way. If not, let me know in the comments. This is your boy RJ. Till next time, y'all stay safe out there, and I'm out.